Royal Caribbean Spectrum of the Seas, our first long cruise in APAC. Boarding was relatively painless. Going to our stateroom on level 12, stateroom 603, then we go visit the ship. This is the North Star, giving you a vantage point from above the ship, where we'd spend most of our time in the atrium. And this is the general pool area. You have this flying thingy. We wanted to try it, but it was cancelled. And the surfing simulator. So full sports area that turns into a bumping car zone. We didn't use much of that facility. And this is the main Royal Promenade, where you have to go through to get to all the different places. Gizmo, that robot, serves drinks. Then we slowly make our way towards the schooner's bar, which we also spend quite a bit of time. Get a drink or play some quizzes when it's raining out, or you want to chill. Back to the promenade. There's art pretty much throughout the ship, as there is on pretty much all cruise ships, but this one had quite a bit of whimsy and was kind of nice. We make our way towards the dining room, the main dining room. So this is the main 3-story dining room. On the first story, it's the set time, and on the other ones, it's set your own time. We prefer the set time because we don't have to wait for a seat. It's always set. And then the casual eating area, Sorrento has made-to-order pizza. Then the Windjammer, where it's like buffet for a large number of people. Then we had spent a lot of time there as well. It's the concert hall. They would have parties as well. Cafe 270 is another breakfast area and snack area, just right next to this, to 270 Theater, where you see in the back big windows where you can see the sea. It's quite nice, a nice area to chill and catch a show as well. There's got a lot of special effects, and it can sit probably 500 people. Well, and at night, the back where the windows were turned into screens where they have the big displays. Quite impressive, actually. And this is the main theater. First day really was just getting out of port and getting to sea. So I got a chance to do quite a bit of rock climbing. Lots of bands from the Philippines, and understandable because we go through the Philippines, so they board in Hong Kong and most of them dropped off in the Philippines. Now let's speak a little bit about the food in the main dining room. It was uneven. There was some very, very good stuff. This fish was unedible. Lamb was better, and then there was some filet mignon. It was great. This crab cake was awesome.
The best dish of the cruise is definitely the steamed fish. The beef Wellington is a close second.
After an okay magic show, we went to the welcome party with the balloon drop, which we stayed, but not until the balloon drop, we just hit the sack. Service is top-notch, as on any cruise line, because they get paid mostly by tips. Spent a lot of time here in the atrium. And some pictures. It was Christmas after all. This guy was quite good. And this show at night, very, very good. The shows overall were very, very good. Good performers, good scenic value. It was quite good. Hong Kong Gai Yao. Day 3 we arrive in Naha, island of Okinawa in Japan. Then there's a free shuttle to downtown which you take, which is quite painless, well organized. And there's not a lot of time, there's about like 4 or 5 hours, so we just walked down the main drag. And May had spotted a few sites to see. One was the first Makaishi fish market, and was quite nice because we had some sushi. It was extremely fresh. That's a puffer fish here, quite ugly. And yeah, so it was good. Iwadori was nice as well. It's a covered street, so even if it rains, you don't get rained on, and a little bit touristy. This is sea salt ice cream, specialty of the locals. And of course, by May's choice, we had to visit a local grocery store because that's what she likes to do. Then back to the ship. It was formal night, and in the main dining room was quite a fancy menu. And during the shows,
We got snow at Christmas.
Day 4 we took it easy. It was a cruising day to the Philippines. So we hit a few more shows, obviously, and there was some quizzes that we played at Schooner's Bar. Again, snowing.
There was practically nothing at the port of Ilocos because it's a brand new port. So we had to figure out a way to get to town. Royal Caribbean charges $120 US per person for a shore excursion from the port of Ilocos. Well, we didn't do that. Instead, it was the best $5 US we ever spent for an adventure. I was pretty sure the tricycle driver wanted JC to hop onto the seat behind him instead of squeezing his massive body into the tiny little carriage next to me.
We were pretty much the only non-locals on that minibus, to and back from Vigan. Vigan is a Spanish colonial UNESCO's designated town, so very rustic, very nice to visit. But it's quite small, so in like about an hour and a half, you'll have seen everything. Back to the ship, we went to see their main production, Silk Roads, which was hit and miss. There was some good elements, but overall we didn't enjoy it all that much.
Subic Bay was a former U.S. naval base, so it's more developed than Ilocos, and it was a nice touch from the city to have music bands playing at the port to welcome us when we arrived.
So we just walked around town and on the beach, and the beach was really bad. It was really dirty. So we just went back to the ship and chilled. Then in 270 there was this virtual orchestra that was playing John Williams music and was quite good.
No more flaming Baked Alaska Parade due to restriction on open flame on board. But all the chefs and the staffs, they gave us a nice little dance on our last night on the cruise ship.
And that ended our last day of cruising.